No need. We're here.
The princess insisted.
We followed at a safe distance and only advanced after we cleared the way.
We need to find where they're experimenting with the Harrow Storms.
You honor me with your presence, my king.
Grey Host, stay quiet and listen.
This Harrow Storm must be the biggest we have ever wrought, my sister-in-arms.
That's the leader of the Grey Host.
Have we heard from Solitude? Is everything in place?
I have been assured the city is ripe for harvest.
Rada al-Saran and Exarch Ulfra. Should we postpone the test?
Certainly not. The holds are counting on us. Besides, we might be able to end this threat right here and now.
The murderers who killed our beloved Singalis!
And you're about to join him.
Impudent mortal! You will pay for your crime. Now for the rest of these curs.
My king, allow me the honor of spilling their blood.
Very well, sweet sister. Join me in Grim Keep when the task is done.
Let this harrow storm flay the flesh from your bones.
We need to leave. Svanna, no!
See to Lyris, Fawn, and pray you're in the fields.
Protect Svanna. She needs time for the elixir to do its job.
You killed my brother. For that, you die!
I think it worked. Never better. We need to create as much of the elixir. Once my father understands. I know, right? It certainly gave. I don't disagree.
Tell me, do I have a new scar? Enough with the coddling. Let's get back to the Blue Palace. Tell me, do I have a new scar? Enough with the...
You go on ahead. I'll make sure Lyris gets back to Solitude.
Listen to your daughter, Svargrim. We need to do something.
Don't test me, Redharn. I know exactly what I need to do. Our enemies circle ever closer, and now even my daughter turns against me. What's next? Will my beloved wife return to accuse me of some heinous crime? Well, you represent my most hated enemy, and expect me to believe a word you say? Even if you speak true, worms have found purchase in the wood and seek to rot my kingdom from within. I will not let Solitude and the Western Holds fall. Trust Svanna. Perhaps. No. No! Your honeyed words are but echoes of my most obstinate hell. I need no help from the likes of you.
Don't be a fool, Father. This elixir will save our people.
I didn't think you had it in you, daughter. You have actually surpassed my expectations, more's the pity. And I'll hear no more talk of this miracle elixir.
Father, no!
The Grey Host is my true ally. Once the Harrow Storm engulfs Solitude, my kingdom will endure for all eternity.
I should have sensed it. Svargrim's a vampire.
Svanna.
Not now, Lyris. I need to think about this.
Svargrim's a bastard, but King Yoren believed he had the best interest of his people at heart. Obviously, something changed. And with Solitude... Not everything is as grim as it appears. We did create an elixir. That's our best chance of protecting the people from the Harrow Storm. We just need to distribute it. In the meantime...
Father, how could you? My father, working with the Grey Host. How long has he been a part of this? Did he have a hand in Mother's death? And what has he told them? You're right. I know you're right. It's just... he's my father. No. I have to focus. There's a Harrow Storm coming. We have to save the city. That's what's important right now. I'm not sure we can. But we can make more of Fenn's elixir. Get it into the hands of the people. We need more of Arkay's sacred oil, though. We'll have to take it from the supply stockpiled at the Temple of the Divines.
They've taken it! By the gods, it's fallen!
Fallen? What are you talking about?
The Grey Host. They came out of nowhere, captured the temple and the Tower of the Wolf. We're locked out!
Then the sacred oil.
Damn it all! I need to get down there!
Follow him! Now, soldier, tell me exactly what happened.
What do you want?
Done. The Grey Host has found a foothold. Now the city is lost.
Not yet, it isn't. On your feet, Sorthane. We have work to do.
Yes, Princess. I apologize for that. Nothing good, I'm sure. The Grey Host appeared out of nowhere. Not that I can think of. What does it matter? Svargrim brought the Grey Host down upon us. He's bringing a Harrow Storm. We need...
That's unacceptable, Sorthane. If we can't get the sacred oil to make more elixir, then we have to stop the Harrow Storm.
Princess, we've kept watch. There aren't any witch pikes around the city.
Then you missed something. They needed the witch pikes for every other Hero Storm they summoned.
Of course. Blackreach. The Grey Host must have gained access to the temple from beneath the city.
They could easily hide the witch pikes underneath our feet.
We know the Grey Host has been using Blackreach to clandestinely move around Western Skyrim. Why not launch their attacks from there?
Then we're going back to Blackreach. If the witch pikes are there, we'll destroy them.
As a junior member of House... Am I looking forward to go... The Grey Host can't... I had hoped to... You're absolutely right.
Yoren sent me with... I thought you knew me better. Spark, one step at a time.
My father... I know. It's just... Look, we were never close. Not really. But he's my father. My king. What about you? Could you do it? Could you confront and maybe even kill one of your parents? Such confidence. As sharp and as cold as my dagger's blade. Lives hang in the balance. But I'm conflicted about committing patricide. I'm going to do whatever I can to stop the Hero Storm, and it must be right beneath our feet.
That's ominous. And, unless I miss my guess, it's directly under Solitude. That's our target. The ritual site must be somewhere inside that horrid structure. Not so fast. If we rush down as a group, they'll be on us like a snow bear on a horker. You go ahead. Try to cross the bridge to the main entrance. It's well guarded, but you're more than capable. There's a sluice gate in the... You know your strengths and weaknesses better than I do. Play to those. But whichever path you decide, move quickly. Cross the bridge. That's a good... Nice of you to join us.
I don't understand. What am I supposed to do with these flasks?
If we run into trouble, throw one of them at the source. Then get out of the way.
Split up and find the ritual site. We need to disrupt it.
Split up? I suppose that makes sense. I'll go with our friend here. This looks important. This book? The magic I sense. The Harrow Stone. Almost certain. Lyris, Svana. I think this entire tower functions as a witch pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
That's my father. This way.
Pain is part of the process, Svargrim.
It's exquisite, my master.
Once you are attuned to Greymore, the storm will be yours to command. Rise, Svargrim, and unleash my storm upon Solitude. Then the last of the Grey Host shall be reborn.
The Ashen Lord. He turned Svargrim into the heart of his Harrow Storm.
They're moving higher up the tower. We need to follow them.
You and Fen take these stairs. Svana and I will go this way.
Look, a Grey Reliquary. It's massive. Just like the storm they planned to unleash on the city. A Grey Reliquary. It's massive. Just like the storm they planned to unleash on the city. These corridors lead upward. They should take us to Svargrim and Rada al-Saran.
Wasting time is an important part of life.
And so the thorns arrive once more to prick my thumbs.
A barrier.
And
Your
Rada
persistence begins to annoy me, mortal. You kill me. As much as it would please me to flay the flesh from your bones, I have more pressing matters to attend to. But know this, as I felt each death, but futile. Svargrim rises and the Harrow Storm with him. Once the attunement is finished, they will be unstoppable.
What happened? Vampire do?
He's merging the power flowing through the keep with Svargrim, giving him control of the Harrow Storm.
Then you must undo it. I'll stay and help. Leaders, you and our friend keep going up and find my father.
Waking up. Get ready to fight. Ready to fight. Waking up. Get ready to fight. Don't let them surround us. We're nearly through. Come on, we're nearly through. A dead end? Damn, dead end!
We weren't able to stop the attunement spell. It's just getting stronger.
That tower. It must lead to the upper levels. I need time to get that door open.
Everyone, protect Fen! a jump. Through the door and to the upper levels now. Hurry!
Just... Oh, the shaking is getting worse.
Damn magic! Give me something to hit!
The magic. It's all
We
surrounded.
need to find my father.
The attunement is
Liz,
almost complete.
take Fen that way. We'll go the other.
The attunement is complete, Svargrim.
We need to
You
hurry.
and Greymore Keep are one.
Brother Al-Saran is leaving.
I
Why?
am unstoppable!
Brother Al-Saran is leaving. Why?
I leave the harrowing of solitude to you.
Brother Al-Saran is leaving. Why? So high up, but still so far beneath the ground. But still far beneath the ground.
Find someone with criminal potential. Take them directly to your empire.
Abandon me in our moment of triumph? What game do you play, Rada Al-Saran?
Game? I gave you power. If you can't conquer Skyrim...
Hold, friends!
Followed the boot.
Oh my.
What is it now, Fen?
Oh, nothing. Just don't look down. These tunnels look freshly dug. Harrow fiends. Is that what became of the herald Svargrim brought to Castle Dower?
Herald fiends, corralled like warhounds about to be set loose.
Up ahead. That's the temple's undercroft.
Above the Tower of the Wolf. The storm's only partially formed.
My father's up there. Open the gates and let's go.
The Harrow fiends below the temple. If they escape into the streets.
You and I will keep that from happening. Take the princess and deal with Svargrim, partner. Behind us.
I'm with you, Edward. Up the stairs.
Get to the tower and stop Svargrim. We'll hold the gate.
Come to bear witness to my ascension. Father Al-Saran has given me power beyond anything you can imagine. Behold!
mother. For solitude. And for every soul in Skyrim. Your ambition, your greed. Look what it led to. We need to hurry. My father betrayed everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, Solitude is saved. It's done. We killed my father and ended the Herostorm. The city still stands. No, of course not. My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart. But there was a darkness there. Jealousy, bitterness. For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I am not entirely sure what they're after. Enough of this. I need to get to work. With my First, on behalf of Western Skyrim, take this with my thanks. We would have been lost without you. Then, rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to, buildings repaired. Whatever Rada al-Saran... Not officially. Hopefully they were able to hold the courtyard. Thank you. Help. God.
Tell me truthfully, Lyris. How much of this blood is mine?
Not enough to be worried about.
You did it. I shouldn't be surprised. But things were looking rather bleak before the clouds parted. We held the gate as long as we could. The Harrow Fiends were a flood of claws and teeth. Once they burst through, Lyris cleaved through them like a scythe through wheat. But even she couldn't stem the tide. I'm not really sure. I kind of went wild. Let out my inner beast, as it were. I was rending and slashing. Then Lyris whacked me with the flat of her blade. At least that's the last thing I remember. Not my finest hour. The elixir is my next priority, of course. Sadly, I don't... As soon as we produce...
So, is it over? What happened to Svargrim? And where's Svanna? A parent's betrayal cuts deeper than a sword. But Svanna's strong. Stronger than she's been given credit for. And Solitude's going to need that strength in the coming days. If you told me the tavern rat we met at the Lonely Troll would become my choice to lead this land, I'd have called you mad. Then again, my king's a skald, so what do I know? Come on, there's probably something productive we should be doing. Find out if everyone in the Hall of the Dead is all right. I'll make sure Castle Dower is secured. We did our best to hold the Harrow Field. Almost didn't. We were...
They are traitors to the memory of Admiras.
Good to see you aren't raising bugs with Ismir just yet.
We saw the storm break, but we heard nothing since you departed from Blackreach.
I regret we didn't throw a parade to welcome you back, but I'll cheer enough for 100 souls if you tell me you put that backbiter of a High King. That's good, but a daughter shouldn't have to kill her own father. Svanna has my support, for whatever that's worth. Not until we hold a moot to support her claim, and we need more than a single Jarl for that to occur. If Svanna proves herself as the acting Jarl, they might look past her father's failings and make her the queen. Eventually. We can settle the matter of the crown when there's kingdom enough to rule. What remains of the holds are still ravaged by the Harrowstorm. None good.
We seem to have survived, thank the gods. I thought for certain we were all about to witness the end of the world. No thanks to Svargrim, damn his eyes. After you and the princess went off to Blackreach, I gathered whoever we could and made our stand here in the Hall of the Dead. I'm just glad we don't have to be permanent residents. Far fewer than I feared when the storm began.
They're here! They're at the gates!
The Grey Host? I thought we were done with them for now.
Not the Grey Host! The Skald King with an army from the east!
What treachery is this?
To the gates. We'll give the Skull King a proper welcome.
Stand down, you idiot! We
Partner,
come in peace.
could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skull King before we start a war.
Sure, save me from fools and prophets. Will no one properly greet? Ah, familiar face. Maybe you can talk some sense into these Western milk drinkers. We're not a damn invasion. We're here to help. So the rumors are true? Svargrim joined the Grey Host? I knew he had ambitions, but to throw away his humanity like that, it's inconceivable. Svargrim once told me that he would die before welcoming me to solitude. That's why I sent Lyris here in the first place. I'm not the king of these holds, though. I can't do anything if they refuse my help. Svargrim despised me. He would never accept my aid.
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to slap aside the helping hand, but I'm not. Permit me a word with your honor, Skald King. Thank you for holding the line, I'm ready to do what I should have done a long time ago. To do what my father never could. I'll speak with the Skald King. There's one more thing I'd like you to do while I entertain our guests. We saved Solitude, but our war with the Grey Host is far from over. We need Fenn's elixir more than ever. With that, and King Yoren's help, we might just push these monsters back into their grave for good. Check on Fenn's progress, please. That depends on Fenn. If there's anything standing in his way, let me know. And I'll do everything in my power to get him what he needs. Fen is with old Mjolnir at the Mages Guild. When you're finished with him, join me in the courtyard of the Blue Palace. I'm going to hold a moment of remembrance for this city. I'm going to invite the Skald King to join us. If the people of Solitude see him bow his head along with the rest of us, they may not care about the divide between the East and the West.
I was not expecting Princess Svana to be so commanding. I'd heard... well, I'm glad that not all the rumors I've heard about the state of Solitude...
Did the princess say something about an elixir? Windhelm will provide whatever resources are necessary.
I should remain with the Skald King. I trust you can handle Svana's request without me.
So we're to bow our heads with the Skald King? Perhaps the poets prepared a dirge.
Why do I have to do this? Ingenious. A rare thing to find an elf with the makings of a clever woman.
Despite what my kin might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good, you're here. We've made it through. I was just discussing a theory with Mjolnir, and it seems like we're very close to turning this elixir into a true restorative. A cure. Singolis's research on the nether root showed me just how it weakens the connection between a body and soul. Thus far, I've been able to inure a person to the root, but now I'm certain I can use that knowledge to heal those weakened bonds. Well, it is just a theory at this point. There's a lot more testing and experimentation to be done before we... I know. We can't simply put things on hold. Mjolnir and I have a batch brewing right now, and we know enough about Singolis's refinement processes to replicate his methods, but we still need a source of netherroot to do so. Tell Svana that if she can keep us supplied, we can ransack Greyhost's stockpiles, or mount an expedition into Blackreach. Indeed, I believe the stone...
What do you want?
I was hoping you'd return before we began. Tell me you've got good news. I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech about healing and hope, knowing that we're on the road. Not the best news, but I'll take it. So long as we have enough to protect our soldiers, we have a fighting chance against the Grey Host. I'll go to the Undergrove myself. Now that would be cause for celebration. If he can really bring back even a fraction of those we lost to the Heroes. Nothing fancy. None of us would be here to sing dirges for the dead or celebrate the living if not for you. I certainly wouldn't be here. Sons and daughters of Skyrim, we have the honor today of remembering the dead.
Honor to the fallen!
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, our trials were fierce, but we are still here.
We stand and we remain!
Now, we raise our voices to tell Sovngarde of the coming of the worthy dead, and to tell the world that the Nords are still here! We are still standing!
The fallen now march home to hallowed halls, to join our ancestors in boundless drink and song and brawls. Let's sound the horns, let peal the bells, let loose the ancient hymn. We will remain until time ends, we children of Skyrim.
I can't think of a more fitting send-off for my father than Nords of both kingdoms mourn. Jorun, Redharn, and I need to form a plan to distribute Fenn's elixir and push back. I can't leave everything to you, you know. Well, I probably could. But even Isgramor took a rest now and again. Let us shoulder the burden for a while. I'm sure I'll need to call on you again soon enough. I don't know. It's not important, not right now. What matters is rallying the people against the enemy. Our real enemy. If that means seeking the crown, then I'll do what needs to be done. Sovngarde is a place for the honored dead.
Princess Jarl Svanna reminds me more of the Queen every pass. I'll pledge myself to her if she'll have me. He did, but I was by him.
My heart goes out to these people. We are no strangers, so I've heard. The princess has come a long way from the... If the princess remains in charge of the Western Holds, I think the chances of true reconciliation are...
In their own way, the people of Western Skyrim are as strong as the Nords of the East. Blood alone does not make one worthy to rule a hold, let alone an entire kingdom. The princess will lead for now, but many questions must be answered before the Jarl's crown. If Princess Svanna agrees, I want to bring more of my people from Eastmarch to help restore Solitude and the... All I can do is to offer my aid in good faith. Whether they decide to... Today, no.
I hadn't had a moment to honor the fall when things are settled here.
I'm glad to be done with this. Diplomacy and investigation aren't my favorite pastimes. They seem to suit you, though. You stepped up to the task better than I could have hoped. I'll be staying so long as Jorun's here. Or until I can persuade him to send me after Rada al-Saran. That leech owes a lot of blood to us, and I intend to squeeze it out of him. We have to find him first. Whatever his plans were after sacking Solitude, we haven't uncovered them. With any luck, the Skald King will send me on a raid of the Grey Host, and I can beat some answers out of a few of them. Count on it.
We made it through. If the rest of Carthold fared as poorly as it's... I have already pledged myself to Svanna. I will serve as her court mage. I hope to counsel her better than I did Jarl Ulfwen. For now, I've used my status in the Mages Guild to solicit their aid in producing the Harrow.
I could not have said it better myself. Of course, some may choose to blame her for her father's misdeeds.
Well,
So, what brings a sturdy hero like you to the Gwylem Annex? I can't imagine you're looking for a book. Then again, I do see a glimmer of curiosity in your eyes. Perhaps you seek admission to the Antiquarian Circle, the University of Gwylem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent for lost antiquities, collecting and cataloging as thanks in no small part to our scrying tool, an invention of our university's founder, Terrain Fire. It allows the wielder's mind to... Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the antiquarian's eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. Impressive. We rarely see such an energetic attunement.
this is taking long.
Well, well, well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that. In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and traditions of the Circle? To catalog your... An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabriel's Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabriel Benner. Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Speak with... Not just right...
Oh, it's you. What a welcome surprise. By Mara, that business with Angoff feels like lifetimes ago. I'm glad to see you're still in good health. So, Verita gave you an antiquarian's eye. Wow, really? That's uncharacteristically great. The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the... So...